Hi, I'm Gerald,
And I'm Mandy.
and we're Runnels on the Run. Don't forget to hit our like and subscribe button. We would really appreciate that. That helps us continue to make these videos. We'd love to share our experiences. This channel is dedicated to traveling throughout Florida, as well as some of the areas in the U.S. that we've actually been to. We want to show you some of the things that we enjoy to do living here in Florida. I'm also a realtor for Keller Williams Success Realty in Panama City Beach. So if you are looking for a home or you know anyone who's looking for a home, I'll actually put our email address at the bottom. This way, so if you have any questions or would like to know more information about the homes here in Panama City Beach, I'm more than happy to help you. Again, what we're doing is we're actually going to show you some of the places that we visit, our travels, where we go, what to expect, what not to expect in this area. This video is actually to show you City Walk at Universal in Orlando. Hope you enjoy the video. Are you ready? Let's run.
Thank you.
So as you can see, this is just a drive, just kind of showing you the trip. Traffic is a little difficult at times through here, but as expected, you're actually going to be driving into Disney. Universal is there, as well as Epcot, Magic Kingdom. We're around the time where everybody is actually visiting, so that's just to be expected. So just kind of giving you an idea of our drive in and what to expect with traffic. It actually turned out to be a beautiful day there. It was temperature was around 88 degrees. You'll actually notice coming up on the left, there's actually one of the larger water parks, and you can see it coming up right about now up to the left. As you're coming in, again, notice the traffic. So expect that when you're coming in. If you're expecting to drive straight in and get directly into the parks, parking is pretty heavy. Traffic is a little congested. This was Saturday. One of the more days where traffic isn't as busy as normal, but again, we are still expecting the summer rush to happen. You actually have buses that pick you up in different areas if you actually choose to stay at any of the hotels or the amenities that Disney actually offers here. This particular section that we're actually going into is the valet parking. It could be a little pricey. It's $30 for 2 hours, as well as upwards of 75 for a little more time, but is convenient. One of the things that I wanted to point out in the video is you'll actually be able to see the 19th was the film for Fast and the Furious. And if you look right here, you can actually see they actually have a couple of the cars, the replicas out here this way, so you can actually get a photo by one of the vehicles. Thought it was pretty cool. And if you're a car guy like me, I think something you would enjoy. Again, if you're looking around, you can see how packed it is. There are a lot of different stores in here for shopping. There's clothing stores, shoe stores. One of the things that Andy and I actually enjoy doing is stopping off at some of these restaurants and trying out some of the food. There are a lot of different types of food from a lot of different areas, and so you get to sample if that's what you want to do. Some of the different meals or takes that they have on some of the meals. One of the places that we actually have always been interested in stopping in and eating is Voodoo Donuts, but we haven't been able to do it. Every time we get there, there's a line, and so we just haven't had the time to actually stop. This particular day, they actually had a cheer competition going on, so it was another reason why it was actually packed. They actually have a stage right up here where we're walking up to. It's a little stage that's kind of built off from the walkway area. One of the things I also want you to notice is there's a river that actually runs through here, and you can actually charter these boats just to kind of do a cruise up and down, just to kind of give you a different perspective of City Walk. But one of the things that may fascinate you is some of the different shops. You have Hard Rock right across from here, and one of the chocolate factories that's directly across where they actually make chocolate homemade there. So definitely one of the things that I would suggest you stopping in and visit. If you're an avid chocolate lover like myself, you may enjoy it. There's different types of candies and treats that you can actually take home. Right up here as we're walking up, you can actually see Margaritaville, and Andy loves Margaritaville. It's food's not bad. It's a good place to actually kick your feet up and enjoy a drink. We love to stop off at this little tiki that's set up here. One of the other things is a replica of Jimmy Buffett's airplane that he used to travel around in. That's actually coming up right here on the right. We definitely stop off here, get a pina colada or something like that to kind of cool you down. Again, this was 88, around 88, 89 degrees, so it was a little warm, and you can see it's actually packed. This is a bridge that just kind of brings you over the river. Again, they're little river boats that kind of take you up and down this river to kind of give you a different view of City Walk. So might be something that you're interested in doing. One of the things that we didn't do is actually check to see what the price is. Meals here, lunch or dinner, they're going to be anywhere, for one person, anywhere from 14 to 18. And then, of course, the drinks. Alcohol is a little more expensive, but your drinks, if you're drinking tea or Coke or Pepsi, those are a little expensive as well. Again, you're here at Universal, and so some of the prices actually are a little higher than normal. But you can't go wrong with any of the meals that are there, as well as any of the drinks. Again, if you're watching, you can actually see that's another entrance area or exit area from some of the rides. You actually have the Harry Potter theme park that's actually in there. That's something that actually draws attractions. There are roller coaster rides, things of that nature to get in. And if you actually noticed, you could actually see the chocolate factory that's in there. I definitely would recommend going in, especially if you like to sample fresh homemade chocolate. You'll actually get to see them as they're making it. And it's another way to get away from the heat. It's very cool in there, which of course they have to keep it that way so the chocolate doesn't melt. Hard Rock, that's actually another area coming up here on the left that you can actually see where you can go in, you can purchase shirts or just souvenir items, as well as sit down and dine. Meal there is actually pretty good too. Again, the meals are a little pricey, or the price for lunch or dinner. Again, you're outside of Universal, so that's something to also take into consideration. As we're walking up, we're actually able to see the river. Across the river right there, you actually notice the platform for the cheer competition that was actually going on that day. Again, there's the Hard Rock Cafe. Definitely would say stop in and visit. The Hard Rock shirts that they actually have there say Orlando, and that's a nice little souvenir that you can actually take back with you or pick up for a friend or family member. Shirts there, that's typically what Andy and I like to pick up. Shirts are generally around $24 to $35 depending on size and of course some of the patterns that they have. We definitely stop off and grab one every time we come out. We like them, and they are true to size. So if depending on how you wash it could shrink. So that's something definitely you want to ask. We didn't the first time that we purchased shirts, and those actually shrunk on us. So again, right here, this is one of the roller coasters that's set up that they have for the Harry Potter experience. And we're actually walking up towards the entrance for you to actually purchase your tickets to go into Universal. One of the things that we love to do is to stop by the Universal Earth ball that they have there. There's mist that comes off that kind of gives it a different dramatic experience. And again, this is the entryway for you to actually walk into Universal or to purchase tickets. This is one of the sections that you actually have the ability to go into. This is a tradition for Andy and I. We actually like to stop off here and take a photo, and so we generally do that every time we come out. Not a bad experience, like I said, especially if you just kind of want to get away, get some dining in, get you out of Magic Kingdom or Epcot, some of the other parks. This is an area that is frequently visited. If you're not parking where the valet is, they actually have other parking areas for you to go to, and I believe for all day it's $16.50, and you park in a garage, and then of course you take little expressways over to get you into the entry. To get in, really all you're paying for is the parking. The rest is just shopping and dining while you're there. It is a fun experience, especially for the kiddos. They do have things for photo experiences for you to take. Kind of get you away, like I said, from the park experience. One of the things that I like to say is always expect the possible chance of rain, even if it's just sprinkles. Orlando is kind of funny like that. The other is make sure that you bring plenty of sunscreen because during those days, even with the overcast, you will sunburn. It is Florida, so that's one of the things to expect. The other is, like I mentioned earlier in the video, traffic. Don't be in a rush. Always expect traffic. They always tell you, us Floridians, we all drive a little different. Some drive really fast, some drive really slow. So just be mindful of that. The other is make sure that you're prepared for the dining experience as far as the prices for meals or drinks. It is fun, but can be costly, especially if you get caught up in a lot of the shopping experience part. But again, those are the things to really give you an idea of what to expect when you visit City Walk. It is fun. It's a place Andy and I love to go to. We really enjoy the visit, but we do expect those items that I brought up. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hope that it kind of gave you at least an idea of what to expect when you're visiting City Walk. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a comment. Again, I'm Gerald, my wife is Andy, and we are Runnels on the Run. Thank you.